Good afternoon, everyone. So now we're going to tackle the problem that so many farmers and also the community of the Philippines facing, not just the 2019 where it enacted but until today. The policy brief entitled Import Dependency, Food Insecurity, the Risk of Price Tariffication Law Towards Food Security. For the executive summary, this policy brief delves into the increasing food security risk brought about by the rising import of rice in the Philippines. Local farmers, although supplying more than 70% of national rice consumption, continue to be economically marginalized as a result of the low farm gate prices, the rice tariffication law, and persistent climate vulnerabilities. At the same time, the Philippines heavily depends on traditional rice exporting countries like Vietnam, Thailand, and Japan, making it dangerously open to external supply shocks. The long-term food security of the country is contingent on the enhancement of local production, improvements of farmer livelihoods, and reduction import dependence. The implementation of the rice tariffication law in 2019, which lifted the quantitative restriction on rice imports and replaced them with tariffs, resulted in the renegotiation of the Philippine rice market landscape. While reducing consumer rice prices was the law targeted aim, according to Tolentino 2025, criticized the law for weakening local farmers and deterring the rice agriculture modernization process, as it was expected that farmers would compete with the cheap imports. The country's dependence on rice imports especially becomes vulnerable when countries like Thailand, Vietnam, and Japan experience natural disasters or production decline, potentially posing a threat to the country's food security. Nonetheless, local farmers continue to participate under unequal terms of the market, with the palay sold often just enough to keep their families afloat. This is exacerbated by various written and video accounts that detail the miserable pay and struggling circumstances of Filipino rice farmers. In 2019, the rice tariffication law was implemented and enacted in the Philippines. It negatively impacted so many farmers and the whole community of the Philippines that Philippine agriculture is refusing to invest in precision agriculture, since the community is focusing on imported goods rather than local supplies. According to Tolentino 2025, the law has been criticized for its negative impacts to the farmers, such as its reduced incomes. Relying too much on imported rice means that when the rice importer of the Philippines, such as Japan and Thailand, will face natural disasters such as floods, storms, etc., and didn't get enough supply to import, it will starve the Philippines. Relying too much in the rice imported from other countries lessens the food security. Although the local farmers supply rice now, there is still inequality on their side when they have to sell their rice for so cheap that it is enough for them to only provide food for themselves. Plus, they have family. Have you watched the video or the vlog of Ivana Alawi about farmers? It shows they work and it was so hard and tiring, but they get a very low income. As you can see in the chart, although local supplies of rice are higher with 71.1%, farmers have to sell their palay or rice for as cheap as 25 to 30 pesos per kilo, which barely makes them provide food for their family while they are providing rice for the Philippines. They can only give high supply but low demand. Local farmers are being exploited by the greedy businessmen for making them sell their rice for so cheap, according to Atienza 2025 and Ballet et al. 2020. When local farmers face a natural disaster that prevents them to supply rice, Philippines have to making the imported rice high percentage again. And when our farmers will no longer want to be exploited and start to leave the rice industry, we will fully dependent to imported rice. And when the importers are facing the natural disasters again, it will starve the Philippines. So as you can see, kahit mataas ang ating percentage na pag-supply ng rice locally, but still ginagamit pa rin siya ng mga greedy businessmen. Ginagamit pa rin nila yung rice liberalization law or rice tarification law panakot sa mga farmers to sell their rices in so unreasonable prices, like so cheap that they can even barely feed their family. The Philippines is at high risk of food insecurity as it becomes more and more reliant on rice imports. While the country is able to produce enough rice to feed its population, local farmers are placed at a disadvantage by low farm gate prices, middlemen, and the liberalization of imports markets through the rice tarification law. Climate change also poses a direct threat to local production as it disrupts both domestic and local and global agricultural systems. To ensure its food security, the Philippines must strengthen local rice production, improve the availability, access, and capability of agricultural machinery and post-harvest facilities, enhance market competitiveness, and integrate small farmers into the market, ensure the farmers are well supported and compensated, and expand the crop insurance program. If the country does not implement these reforms, its capacity to produce rice will continue to decrease, and unstable import flows could lead to severe food shortages and inflation.